Hi guys, so today I'm going to be doing a tutorial for Pivot 4 because Pivot 5 just came out, but I didn't really get to go into it. Like um I didn't really get to learn the program as well yet as I should. But yeah, so basically I'm going to be doing stick figure tutorials, and sorry if my voice is stuffy, but I'm really sick, so please excuse me for that. And if I'm snuffing and whatever, just try to ignore that. So today we're going to be learning the basics about stick figure. So if you open Pivot and you see this guy over here, so this is called this red dot is called a node. So a node is basically to move the stick figure. It's to move the stick figure's nodes. Basically, I don't know how to explain it. If you want more details, you can go to Don's channel, because I know Don already did this. Yeah. But this is basically a node. So you move the stick figure, blah blah blah, okay. This orange figure, however, moves the whole stick figure. This just moves the whole segment. So this is a segment, so it moves the segment. But this origin moves the whole stick figure. So the origin is plays a very important part in, animating, stick making, whatever. So basically, this I'm using Alt and I'm just moving my mouse, right, left clicking and I'm moving my mouse. This is a shortcut. So basically today I'm going to be teaching you guys the basics. So I open the stick figure builder. You also can open it with Control F, I think. Oh no, it's Control Alt F. Yeah, okay. So it's Control Alt F. Excuse my PC for being so fucking slow, because I don't even know what's going on. But yeah, Control Alt F opens, that's a shortcut, or you can just press this when selecting a stick figure. If nothing is selected, this will be like blank. Or you can just press E to edit the current stick figure that you have. So this is a stick figure. So you'll see that my page is completely transparent. If you don't want it to be transparent, you can press your arrow keys on your keyboard, the ones facing right and left next to M or wherever your buttons are. I don't know what's the freaking thing called, but yeah, it's those keys. Oh gosh, sorry. Okay, so I'm gonna open that. So this space over here is basically where your stick figure will be. If you put it here, you're like, oh no, I lost my stick figure. Just open it big and drag it here so that you can see it. Or if you wanna have this bigger, you can just drag this and blah blah blah. So remember guys, this is a segment and this is a node. So you move the node and it moves the whole thing. And this is the origin, which moves the whole stick figure. Okay, so we're gonna go over these buttons today. This is to make a circle. It's to add a circle to your stick figure. So if you click on that, and you can just add the circle, blah blah blah, but the circle will be in a white background. So if I add this to the animation, just name it anything, you'll see that it's a white, like it's just white. But if you don't want it to be white, you can press F and then it's gonna be filled. Now if you see the filled, it's completely black. And now if you press F again, it's gonna be empty. so it's just gonna be an open space. Say if I made this brown, you can see that this is like overlapping and it's an empty space. Just delete those. So this next to it is to add a line. So to add a line, you just click on that, or you can use L. I use L a lot. As you will see in my videos, I never click this because I'm too lazy to move my mouse all the way there. So as you click L, and you can basically just make something, blah blah blah, 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 blah. If you want to drag the stick figures or make it bigger, Alt and left click, and Control and left click makes it, you know, stretchy. Let me just delete that. You can delete figures by pressing this X, or you can press delete on your keyboard. So this is just to change to a circle. If you want this guy's leg to be a circle, there you go. There, this guy has wheels for feet now. Okay, so this is very important. Undo and redo. I'm sure you all know what undo and redo means. Basically, it's to undo your action and to redo your action which you did. So if I redo this, okay, it doesn't redo, but if I undo this, you can see, and if I redo, blah blah blah. Okay. And then you'll come to this. I don't know why isn't it showing. Okay, basically what I showed you before, if you have a circle, you can press F. So if to change the properties, or you can just, you know, press here if you're not lazy like me. So to change a stick figure from a circle to a stick, you just press here, or you just press K as a shortcut. Again, this is the duplicate segment. So if I want a duplicate of, say, this node, click D, and there you go. Now he has a longer arm. But if I click on this segment, it will duplicate this. But if you press Shift and D, it will duplicate this whole section, this whole segment. And now he has an even longer arm. So this arrows are to make your stick figure basically, sorry about that, basically thicker or thinner. Sorry, excuse my rudeness for just pausing. So basically this is to make the stick figure thicker. You can also use your arrow keys, you know, your arrow keys, the ones that you move things with, blah blah blah, your characters in games, etc. So this is basically to make it, up arrow is to make it thicker, down arrow is to make it shorter. Now these three are like the most important. This is the most important freaking thing ever. Say I want to make something like this. Okay, there. Okay, so this is what's gonna move the whole stick figure. Now if you do this part will only move, and this part will only move when you use these specific things. But if I do this and I make this static, you'll see that this just disappears. And this is mostly used to make hairs. Voice crack, by the way. This is used to make hairs and, you know, other things like that. Let me just open something, Naruto pack, blah blah blah. So this is to move stick figure and you'll see this is gone. If you go back, you'll see that it's static. This indicates that it's static, this bluish grayish thing. It's static. If you want to make the other static, all you have to do is press this button or press S on your keyboard. Let me just make sure this is still recording. So yeah, basically this is to move the segment, this is to move the individual nodes. And if you want to make the whole, if you want to make a ground, for example, if you want to make this a ground thing, this has got to be dynamic, which if you press here, if it's gray it's static, if it's blue it's dynamic. So this will be dynamic. So if you want to make it static and it won't move, that's how it's going to be. Just make it static, static, static. If you don't want to, like, you know, press S the whole freaking time or press this button to make stuff static, all you have to do is press on this node. This is the first node in the whole line, so you press on this node, shift S, so it makes everything after this static, and there you go. So if you want to do like complicated things and blah blah blah, if you want to make a ground, start from here rather, and then you go, you know, blah 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 blah, and then you make the static, this you make dynamic, and if you put it in the animation, now the whole thing moves. You see how it moves? You see how this works? Let me just go over that again. So I want to make a ground full, basically. So all you have to do is leave this one dynamic, start here, go over, blah blue blee, and then you go again this way, blah blue blee. So this, hold shift and S, hold shift and S, and there you go. Now it's dynamic. If you didn't connect this, if you just made this, like, you know, from the origin again, then all you have to do, then you'll see that this, which one was it now again? Then this will just move, and not this part, because this whole section has to be connected to this segment so that the whole thing can move. Yeah, that's basically it. So this is the origin button. This button you can change the origin. This button changes the origin basically. So if I want the origin to be here, you can just click O, or you can click this button, and yeah, it just changes the origin. Simple as that. And it's very useful. So this is very important. So I've seen your favorite animator, Misaka animator, or whatever his name is, Lucio. This he uses a lot. You can say insert. If you could go insert, then it makes, oh sorry, it, you know, adds another node to the segment so that it can get more, you know, more accurate to whatever you want to do. So basically insert just adds an extra node to this. Yeah, there you go. Okay, so now that we covered all the basics, this is just the basics. I'm gonna go more in detail maybe in tutorial 2, 3, around there. Just let me know what stick you guys want me to make for the sorry, just choked on my words, for the tutorial. Like if it's Goku, whoever, if you want complicated sticks, blah blah blah, just let me know what you guys want me to do. So this, you see these, you see these are what I'm talking about. These arrows on your keyboard, it makes it non-transparent, or it makes it just transparent. So this edit mode, this is essential. Literally this is essential. Control E does edit mode. If you see what I'm doing, this is without edit mode. I'm moving it around. This is with edit mode, it becomes stretchy. So edit mode is basically just like stretchiness and blah blah blah. Yeah, it's just basically you can edit your stick however you want, whichever way you want. And if it's not in edit mode, then this will become, blah blah. So yeah guys, that's all for now. If I miss anything, just let me know. Any shortcuts, blah blah blah. So yeah, I'll see you guys in a bit and take care.